All right. So let's get straight to the point. We're going to talk about how to get millions, how to get billions of dollars, right? Legal, ethical, and 100% you can do it. I'm not going to talk about myself. No one cares about myself. I'm going to talk about how you can get capital, how you can get people on the internet. People on the internet, they talk about $25,000 from Citibank, $35,000 from Capital One. They call that game. Oh, I have $200,000 in lines of credit. Oh, that's game. Oh, I'm going to get this. Oh, that's the source. I don't talk to you about game. I don't talk to you about the source. It's ridiculous. It's outrageous the way they talk. And the internet has just become so saturated with the same crap that everyone talks about the same thing. Credit union here, tier one bank over here, American Consumer Council. Do you want to get millions and billions? Let me give you value. Number one, you need a pitch deck. That's what you need. You need a pitch deck. What's a pitch deck? You've probably never heard. Some of you have. Maybe some of you others haven't heard. Or what's a pitch deck? A pitch deck is spelled P-I-T-C-H and then deck, D-E-C-K. You remember the days back in the day when they had pirates, right? When they had pirates and they were going to speak in the deck, and the captain would come, and the captain would come and speak in the deck, and he would be up top, right? So a pitch deck. So a pitch deck. Another one. You remember the times when the Romans in the Colosseum, the orators would come in, the senators, and they would have to raise, and you know, the Romans had to speak pretty good. And I don't mean to hop out of topic, just bear with me. If you look good, if you knew what to say, you would stand in the circle. So a pitch deck, in other words, is the story. What's the story? What's the idea? So in order to raise millions and billions of dollars, you need a pitch deck. You need three things, and it's not just one. So you need three things. Number one is a pitch deck. So a pitch deck says, what's the story? What's the idea? Where are you going to do this idea? Where are you going to do this idea? Why? Who are you? Who this guy? He wants $100 million. Who is this guy? Or this female? Because the females, you ladies are right on. There's a lot of females right there, very wealthy. So male and female. How much money do you need? That'd be number 6. Where are you going to do this? That'd be number 7. And number 8 would kind of, it's really like 10 points, but then, you know, another one is, how much money is the investor going to get back? Because let's face it, folks, we talk about a pitch deck, we talk about raising millions and billions of dollars. Forget the banks and forget your credit score. Your credit score and the banks, they got nothing to do when raising millions and billions of dollars. So if you want to raise millions and billions of dollars, you can forget your credit score and you can forget the banks, Jack. You can forget the banks, Jack. I'm gonna stop. All right. So a pitch deck. The last one. How much money are the investors going to get? What is the rate of return? Are you going to give them 6% every year? Are you going to give them 10% every 6 months? What is the capitalization rate? So number 2, what you need in order to raise millions and billions, number 2, you need a corporation. Say what? Yeah. You need a corporation. Now there's LLCs, there's nonprofits, there's C Corps, there's sole props, which one do I choose? There's foundations, there's S Corps. Which ones do I really choose? I'm excited because I was speaking to a guy about 2 hours ago, and he's going to raise about $300 million, and he wants to do a community of houses. That's why I'm excited. And so we're going to help him out. All right. In other words, all right. So in any case, you need a corporation. And which corporation need a C corporation? In high finance, the kind of term of that C corporation is, they call it a special purpose entity. I'll write that down. You should be writing that down. You came over here not to waste time, did you? Don't be wasting time with me now, boy. Don't be wasting time with me now, girl. All right. So a C corporation is called a special purpose entity. In other words, it is a license to print money. Wow. Yeah. See, they laid this out so thin. They laid this out, the system or the matrix, however you want to call it. The matrix or the system laid this out so perfectly that the only thing you need is, like, they give you all the pieces of the puzzle, but it's like, if somebody doesn't sit down with you and actually tell you how the puzzle is put together, you'll never get it. Because the game in America is to be sold and not told. You want to know something? $70,000. Oh, you want to know something? $25,000. That's what America is. Gimme, gimme, my name's Jimmy. How they used to say back in the days. You young folks are not going to get that. They used to say, gimme, gimme, my name is Jimmy. Gimme, gimme, gimme money. Gimme, gimme, my name is Jimmy. Anyways, so you need a C corporation. And the C corporation has to be aged. You can't get a C corporation that's 30 days old. Because age is important, folks. Right? An aged corporation, you need to invest in an aged corporation. Now, they've got outrageous and absurd amount of tickets to buy. If you Google shelf corporations on Google, outrageous. 25K, 35K, 45,000 shelf corporations. That means that the corporations are older than 2 years. Now, why would that benefit you? Well, it benefits you because banks and investors, they're not going to look at a little baby. If you're a baby, if you're a rookie, if you're a noob, how the young people say, if you're a noob, they don't want you, dude. So you need to have a C corporation that's older than 2 or 3 years. Okay, and then number 3, the last part is you need to have experience. Now, you directly don't need to have the experience. You directly do not need to have built 700 doors or 3,000 doors worth of houses. If somebody in your corporation, C Corp, if somebody in your corporation had the wits or had the experience of building that, a $1,000 houses. $1,000, 1,000 doors worth of houses. If somebody in your corporation built skyscrapers or built, you don't gotta go that big, or somebody built, did a couple of real estate here and there, they can be in your corporation, and then you can get the funds. So that's how you get millions and billions of dollars. I've given you the puzzle. I told you need 3 different things. Number 1, you're gonna need a pitch deck. Number 2, you're gonna need a C corporation. And don't go get an LLC. Did I say LLC? Oh, I can start because I got my LLC. You got 15 years, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I'm a businessman, Baruch. I'm a businessman. I got like 9 LLCs. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I'm a businessman. Shut up, Jack. Take that CEO thing off your Instagram. Change the hashtag. A C corporation, you're gonna need it, and it has to be aged. And then number 3, who has experience? Now, let's say you don't know anybody. Let's start from the third, number 3. Let's say you don't have nobody. How Mr. Dr. Whitehead used to say, nobody. I learned from him, by the way, Mr. Dr. Whitehead. And anyways, in other news, in any case, if you don't have experience and you've looked at all your context and you've looked at the context of your contacts and you're out of resource, get on a call with me. I'll find you some people. Obviously, it's going to be for a fee, a small fee, because now you got to talk to the person. Hey, listen, come jump in my corporation. You've got the experience. This is business. It costs money to do business. It's business. Okay, it's the cost of doing business. If you want everything for free, keep working. Maybe that's why you're still working. Or maybe that's why you can't break that cycle, because it takes money it takes money to make money. It takes business to do business. And remember, we don't do business to get money. We get the money first and then we do business. I said we do business to get the money. In other words, you get your pitch deck, you got your C Corp, that's business, and then you got the experience. You got all those three components, then you get the money. See, you don't work, and then get the money. First, you do your due diligence with a pitch deck. Some people charge $50,000 for pitch deck. Some people charge 80 grand, 100 grand, 200 grand, because they know that if they charge $80,000 for a project, an idea that specific person or corporation, that specific person needs, I don't know, something small like 200 million. They know that they'll get the 200 million, so they'll charge you 80 grand, half up front. They'll do it. So I don't charge 80 grand. I don't charge 90K. I certainly don't charge $100,000. Did you know that there's people? Oh, well, he's gonna say that's what he's really here for, folks. You don't need me. You don't need me. You don't need me. You don't need to utilize any of my services. You can do it absolutely free. I don't need to convince anyone. You can make a ton of money, but it takes a ton of work. And I tell everyone up from, I don't work with everybody. I tell them, you're going to sit down with me and we're going to sit on the first week and we're going to do this. The second week, I expect you to show up. I expect you to do your due diligence on the 6th week. And I expect you to get your 6 million on the 12th week. And if you're not going to do your due diligence, I do not play with you. I do not do business with you. You do not come. I analyze everything about you before I take anything. And you do not need me. You can go anywhere else. We charge about $10,000, $13,000 for a pitch deck. And then that to raise the funds, it'll take about 8 to 12 weeks. You don't need me. I've given you the information for you. You do not need me. I would welcome your business 100%. I would 100% say, you know what, you want to work with me? That crazy bald guy, with the axe and the sword and the blue tie talking to me over the internet. Brother, you want to connect. It doesn't matter what year of the month. It doesn't matter what year you're watching this video. You could be driving, whatever, nighttime, daytime, afternoon. The point is, we've connected. I've given you value. You need a pitch deck, you need a C corporation, and you need experience. And let me tell you something before I go. Did you know that I felt so much of a fraud? Now you can go ahead and leave this video because we're done. I've given you enough value. You can go ahead and leave. I'm going to talk about myself for 2 minutes. That's it. Did you know that I have felt so much of a fraud for the past about 3 years now? See, I invested $30,000, 30 grand on some joker, some rascal on the internet, that because he had 100,000 followers on Instagram and called himself a CEO on Instagram, The Joker had Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces and Ferraris and all whatnot, Corvettes and McLarens. 30K for this Joker to teach me how to do level one. You know what level one is? How to get 0% interest credit cards for. Now I know you're saying, well, you stupid, why'd you pay it? I know, that's why I felt like a fraud. But it's the necessities, it's the inspiration. And I'm sharing that with you because I paid 30 grand for someone to teach me just 80%, because it wasn't even 100. Because it was after I learned and I mixed myself up with these multi-billionaires with a B, by the way, not with an M. I learned so much stuff and I knew some stuff were missing. So 30 grand on some no doc and stated income applications and learning credit enhancements. They call it credit enhancement now, not credit repair. Credit enhancement and data points and stuff like this. And you're going to make your $10,000 month next month if you come with me. Jokers and rascals. But what they do is they sell you. So you see, you'll never. I don't sell people dream. I don't sell you a dream because I tell you what, it took me a ton of work to make money. Level one, 30 grand, just to learn for a course, a video, and his time. 30 grand. Just to learn level one, no doc and stated income, getting credit card 0% interest. And I didn't make my money back. 3 years went by. I didn't have 1 month that was $10,000. Not 1 month. I had a month, I think the highest was, I think it was 5 grand, 5,000. But that was with other income of other stuff, not directly related to this. Joker charged me 30 grand. I'm telling you, with a pitch deck, I'll charge anything between 10,000 and 13,000 for a pitch deck, and you're gonna get millions, billions, depending on what your idea is. So that was a little bit about me, and I don't talk to that guy anymore. In fact, I'm not even gonna talk about it behind the screen, and that's it. I wanted to share that with you guys because it's we live in a society where, unfortunately, at least in America, it's gimme, my name is Jimmy, and if you don't pay, I don't tell. The game is to be sold and not told. I don't sell people's dream. I tell you, you want to come? You want to make a ton of money? Come make a ton of money. But it's going to be a ton of work. There's a lot of due diligence you need to do. So if you want to gather millions and billions, or maybe you need help, you need a consultation. Maybe you just need to connect. Maybe you just want to have a talk. You know what I'm saying? Just forget about trying to sell people. Maybe you just want to have a talk. Now, of course, I'm limited to my time, but once in a while, maybe I'll text you via Instagram, or I'll text you via, we'll exchange numbers, I mean, I'm not one of those crazy guys. I'm pretty crazy too, but I'm not that crazy. You know what I'm saying? But, maybe you just need to talk. Maybe you just need some guidance. See, I wish somebody, you know what I wished? I wished and I prayed to God. I wished and I prayed to God that somebody would have guided me. But unfortunately, in North America, if you need guidance, you've got to pay. So I've made a vow, and I made a conviction towards myself as a person, as a human being. If anyone needs guidance, I'm going to give it for free. So if you need guidance, someone who talked about business, you talk to me about women, you got to talk about gossiping about your personal life with your wife and your husband. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you need guidance. Hey, Baruch, my financial goals, my financial objectives are this. Don't try to sell me nothing. Just, what do you think? I wish somebody would have done that to me, because I would have avoided lots of errors. And I didn't. So that is my vow. That is what I try to do as best I can. Do I make mistakes? Sometimes, sure, everybody does. My name is Baruch Mackliff. Thank you for listening to me. This has been